here's the battlefield we're going to be playing on today. This is a abandoned Imperial pumping station. Shortly after Calth, the Ultramarines were tasked with securing this in their move towards Terra. The World Eaters have sallied forth to deny this world to the 13th Legion. And here, among the shattered and abandoned ruins of the Imperial facility, once brothers will meet in bloody combat. Alright, so, go over the armies really quickly. For the Ultramarines, we have deployment. We have 2 troops, a 20-man unit, a tactical unit here with an attached Master of Signal. They also have a Vexilla and a Sergeant with Artificer armor. There's another tactical squad in this Rhino, and they have no upgrades at all. In my elite slots, I have nothing. In my heavy slots, I have a Sakaran battle tank and a Derrido dreadnought and jet bikes. One jet bike has been upgraded with a plasma cannon, and the sergeant has melt bombs. And then for the HQ, we have a Praetor with a unit of 5 suzerain. They have shields and the Ultramarine axe. And then in this Land Raider Proteus, we have a squad of 10 Seekers. And these Seekers are ready to hunt down and kill their once brothers. That is the Ultramarine force, coming to 2,000 points exactly. And here we have the World Eater deployment. Starting here, we have tactical squad in the Rhino, a Vindicator with laser destructor upgrade. We have a 10-man tactical squad. Is there any upgrades on this one, Jacob?
Just a sergeant with a power fist and artificer armor.
So he is modeled as is.
Yeah.
Excellent. And then a Land Raider Spartan with 5 Terminators and a console upgraded to an apothecary. Another 10-man tactical squad. Sergeant, same deal or no?
Artificer armor and power weapon.
Artificer armor and power weapon. We have a Contemptor with twin assault cannons. Another Contemptor with twin assault cannons. And then we have the infiltrated Vigilator and the 5 Red Butchers. These guys are terrifying. So we're going to go ahead and see if the Ultramarines can seize the initiative. Otherwise, it's going to be World Eater, turn 1. So here we are after World Eater's movement for turn 1. The Rhino Vindicator Destructor moved up. Looks like he's gunning for my Sakaran. These guys brazenly charged forward towards the Ultramarine lines, maybe emboldened by the presence of this Spartan moving forward with Terminators. The Dreadnought clomps forward as well. However, this squad of World Eaters take shelter inside a abandoned bastion. Perhaps their nerve is faltering. While the Red Butchers and the World Eater Dreadnought move forward looking like they're aiming for a Rhino or the jet bikes over there. So we'll see. On to World Eater shooting. Alright, so to recap World Eater shooting. The Vigilator used his special ability on the Rhino and shook it and caused 2 hull points. He's down to 1. During the shooting phase, the Laser Destructor took 2 hull points and destroyed a las cannon off the Sakaran. Everyone else seemed to cut into the Ultramarine unit holding this building in the center and killed 5 tactical marines. But that's it. So now, on to Ultramarine movement, turn 1. Alright, here's Ultramarine movement completed. The Praetor and his unit of suzerain have moved up. The Land Raider Proteus has turned to draw a bead on that dreadnought. The Scarab has pivoted on the spot to fire back at that laser destructor Vindicator, his tormentor. And then over here, the Rhino moved up and the tacticals occupied that high ground, and the jet bikes, reeling from the devastation of last turn, have moved behind to offer support. Hopefully do some damage to those red butchers before they get slaughtered. And then the Deridos staying put to shoot whoever they can. Alright, on to Ultramarine shooting. Alright, that's a pretty lackluster turn for Ultramarine shooting. The Land Raider missed. Spartan was, oh no, sorry, the Sakaran took 2 hull points off the Vindicator and immobilized it. And the Master of Signal called in a bombardment, but only managed to kill 2 guys out of this squad, even getting 3 hits. So, or 3 templates, so pretty sad. And we did kill 1 Red Butcher with the squad that hopped out there. Not enough to matter in the big scheme of things. Alright, so on to World Eaters. Turn 2. Alright, so here's the recap on World Eater movement. Rhino moved up. Marines got out. More tactical Marines moved forward. They are gunning for my Praetor and his command squad. The Spartan moved over the terrain and made its difficult terrain test. The Contemptor falling behind the Spartan for cover. And then over here, the Red Butchers are doing what they do best. They're charging into close combat, looking to maybe take out these tactical Marines, while the World Eaters cowering in that bastion have used the emergency exit and are now heading towards the Ultramarine lines. On to World Eater shooting, turn 2. Alright, so a quick recap of World Eaters shooting turn 2. The Vindicator Laser Destructor took out the Sakaran. The Tacticals killed one of the Suzerain Honor Guard. In a shameful display of "Look out, sir," the Master of Signal stayed alive, but 5 other Marines gave their lives to protect him with "Look out, sir" rolls from fire from across the board. And then over here, the Dreadnought failed to hurt the jet bikes. So on to Assault. World Eaters turn 2. Alright, so the assault was bloody. Defensive fire killed no one, and then the Butchers annihilated that tactical squad. No men survived, but he only rolled a 1 to consolidate, so maybe that plasma cannon can extract some revenge. So on to Ultramarines, turn 2. Okay, so here's a recap of Ultramarine movement, turn 1. The Suzerain and Praetor moved up to possibly charge those World Eaters. Land Raider moved up and pivoted to be able to fire its last cannons at the Laser Destructor, hoping to take that last hull point off. These Marines moved up to get in a better position. Over here, the Rhino rammed the Contemptor, taking a hull point off on a lucky 6, and the Rhino was destroyed in return, losing his last hull point. Jet bikes moved off to shoot at those Red Butchers, and that's it. So on to Ultramarine shooting.
That looks so dumb.
Alright, so the Ultramarines managed to get some revenge this turn. The Land Raider Proteus finished off the crippled and immobilized Vindicator Laser Destructor. The Derido Dreadnought managed to kill the Contemptor, the Rhino providing 1 damage point, and then the Derido finishing it off. And then we managed to put a wound on the Red Butchers from the plasma cannon there, but That's it. So rather underwhelming performance from the jet bikes. On to assaults. We have one assault right here with the Praetor and Honor Guard going into that tactical squad. So the assault phase is over. The Ultramarine Praetor and his Honor Guard tore into the group of World Bearer Tactical Marines, killing them all, but losing one Honor Guard in return. On to World Leaders, turn 3. Okay, recap of World Leaders movement. The Rhino moved around here. The Spartan ramped up over the terrain and unloaded its cargo of Terminators. The World Leader Tactical Squad continues their advance, while over here the Red Butchers move to try to finish off those jet bikes, while the Venator moves on to the Derrido Dreadnought. On to World Leader movement, or no, shooting. Turn 3. Alright, recap assault phase. Rough turn for the Ultramarines. The Land Raider Proteus was destroyed by Chain Fist, and then the explosion killed 3 Seekers inside. And over there, the jet bikes are no more, and the Red Butchers are moving to consolidate towards the Ultramarine lines. So on to Ultramarines, turn 3. Alright, recap World Leader shooting. All the fire that occurred over here into the Praetor and his command squad dropped 2 more Honor Guard, but they passed the morale check, are hanging tough. Tactical squad took it on the chin and lost 5 guys that turn, so they're no longer protecting my Land Raider from assault. And then, oh, we still have this assault over here, Jacob. We need to assault. Alright, so on to the assault phase. Alright, recap assault phase. Rough turn for the Ultramarines. The Land Raider Proteus was destroyed by Chain Fist, and then the explosion killed 3 Seekers inside. And over there, the jet bikes are no more, and the Red Butchers are moving to consolidate towards the Ultramarine lines. So on to Ultramarines, turn 3. Alright, so for Ultramarine movement, the Praetor and his surviving Honor Guard are going to charge these tacticals who can't shoot because they Fury of the Legion last turn. Seekers and tactical guys backed up to unload into those Terminators. And then over here we have the Dreadnought to the Derrido moved over, running away from the Vigilator and the Red Butchers and lining up on these tacticals. On to Ultramarine shooting. Alright, wrap up Ultramarine shooting. The Seekers and the Tacticals combined to drop 4 Terminators from the squad, so making them not quite so scary. The Derrido only managed to drop 1 Tactical, and that was it. On to Ultramarine Assault, we have the Praetor and his Honor Guard going into this tactical squad. End of the assault phase. The Praetor and his Honor Guard tore into the tactical squad, killing 4, and then forcing them to fall back and catching them in a sweeping advance, annihilating the unit. No other action. Onto World Eaters, turn 4. Alright, so to just recap World Eater movement, Jake moved his Rhino around to, I'm not sure what he's doing there, but we'll find out. His Terminators leaped back in their Spartan, and the Spartan hit the reverse, desperately driving away from the Ultramarine Praetor. The Contemptor doing the same thing, setting up a gun line, basically trying to execute the Ultramarine commander. Meanwhile, on the other flank, the World Eaters continue their charge, trying to hem in that Derrido Dreadnought. Can he escape, or will he fall? Jacob is saying he might escape.
No,
he will fall. Alright, on to World Eater shooting. Alright, conclusion of World Eater shooting. The gun line opened fire, and the Praetor is no more. He fell to the combined fire of the Spartan and the Contemptor Dreadnought. No other shooting, so on to... Do we have assaults?
Yep.
Alright, on to the assault phase. And then the tactical squad managed to assault the Derrido Dreadnought, the Derrido stomping one Marine to the ground, but they made their morale check and have locked the Derrido in, waiting for the Vigilator to arrive with melt-a-bombs. Alright, not much for Ultramarine movement. Seekers taking shelter behind that building. Tactical squad is moving up to try to assist the Derrido Dreadnought. On to shooting. Alright, so the Derrido managed to stomp another World Eater into the ground and cause the unit to flee, but on World Eater's turn it might not be enough to save him. On to World Eaters, turn 5. Recap of World Eater shooting. The Contemptor Dreadnought fired into the Seekers, killing 2 of them, forcing a morale check, but they passed. The Spartan fired and destroyed the Derrido. He made a valiant effort, but not enough. So on to Ultramarine, turn 5. And here is the end of the battle. The World Eaters have defeated the Ultramarines, pushing them back and denying them this war-torn landscape. However, the 13th Legion will return to extract revenge upon the World Eaters. But until then, congratulations to the World Eaters for a well-earned victory.